Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, we are previewing NBA Finals Game 7, Oklahoma City Thunder and Indiana Pacers. It is 1:30, and right now, this Game 7 is not even the biggest thing going on in the NBA right now. It's actually the Kevin Durant trade, which is nuts. As a Rockets fan, I'm super excited about that. And it's very interesting. Kevin Durant, former Oklahoma City Thunder, is going to the Rockets. The one thing I thought about after this trade is that I'd love to see if the Oklahoma City Thunder win this game tonight and win this Game 7, which they are the favorites. But if they win this Game 7 tonight, I'd love to see opening night Kevin Durant and the Rockets versus Oklahoma City Thunder and SGA, and you see Kevin Durant in his new uniform with the Rockets, who would probably be one of the biggest competitors to the reigning NBA champion Thunder, where, Kevin Durant sees the banner lifted for the Thunder. Now, I'm not saying it's a guaranteed championship for the Thunder. I was just saying if the Thunder win the championship, that would be an amazing opening night game between the Rockets and Thunder. But don't count out the Pacers. Look at their domination in the last game. Tyrese Halliburton came back, even though he had a calf injury, which something, I looked at Kevin Durant and Jason Tatum going into that Game 6 last game. I looked at where you saw the Celtics this postseason rush Jason Tatum back from an injury, and you see what happened with his Achilles. The Warriors did it with Kevin Durant a couple years ago, and it really scared me for Halliburton, where every time he had the ball or, was potentially, foot fell down, I was scared every time. Every time I thought, I just was praying he wouldn't get injured. Because that's something, yes, the Pacers want to win this series, but you don't want Halliburton to have a severe Achilles injury like you've seen sometimes with players who are rushed back with calf injuries. Because then your chances for next season are really hurt if you lose Halliburton. But he did a great job of staying in the game and not having a severe injury, and you hope that for him again tonight. And you want to see him play the way he did in the last game. 12 points, even though he only played 23 minutes, 5 assists. So, OKC is going to come back stronger, and he's going to have to play more minutes, which will be tougher for him than the last game. And so he'll have to play better than he did last game. He played great last game, but I think him and Siakam are going to have to play better basketball. That sounds crazy with how good they played in the last game, because the Thunder had multiple things in the last game that did not go their way that should be better this game. Like the turnovers were absolutely terrible for the Thunder in the last game. 21 turnovers. That was double for them in the previous game in Game 5. Their three-point shooting, they shot 8 for 30 from 3. They should be shooting a lot better at home. And then their steals and blocks. They had only 4 steals and 4 blocks. The previous game, they had twice the more steals in Game 5 than they did blocks and steals in Game 6. 15 steals in Game 1 with 12 blocks. 15 steals in Game 5 with 12 blocks in Game 5. This last game, only 4 and 4 steals and blocks. So, with the Pacers, I think you still have to play better because, yes, you blew them out, but there were so many things that did not go the Thunder's way. The poor three-point shooting, the absolutely terrible turnovers, and the not great defense of not getting a lot of steals and blocks, only 8. So those things need to be better for the Thunder, and I think at least 2 or 3 of those things should be better for the Oklahoma City Thunder, if not maybe all 3. And if so, that means the Pacers are going to have to match the energy. The Pacers have to shoot really well from 3 like they did the last game. They're going to have to get in high scoring. They're going to have to play fast like they do so well. And if they do that, this should be a very close and tight game. Where a game, if the Thunder are better with their 3-point shooting, they're not turning the ball over and being better defensively, getting more steals and more blocks, I think, and then the Pacers, go out there and shoot well, play fast, where they're playing their best basketball when they play fast and shoot well. This is a game where I can't really predict a winner. But I'm going to go with the home team, with the Oklahoma City Thunder. But I don't want to underestimate the Indiana Pacers because they are very capable of winning this game. But they need a big game from Pascal Siakam. They need a big game from Tyrese Halliburton. The Thunder also need a big game from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I think the Pacers strategy defensively against Shai Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the last couple games has been brilliant. Even though they did lose Game 5, I think they've guarded Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really well in the last couple games. Can they continue to do that in a Game 7 is the question, though. Let me know your thoughts on the Indiana Pacers Oklahoma City Thunder Game 7, as it is the first Game 7 in the NBA Finals since 2016. It's the first Game 7 in the NBA Finals I will experience. I started watching the NBA the season after the last one. And the 2016-17 season was the first year I started watching basketball. So I am really excited for this Game 7 tonight. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out.